Alright guys, I'm back and this is I'm back with The Walking Dead Season 4 Episode 4 review, and this episode's called Indifferences. I thought this episode was pretty good. I didn't think it was a bad episode, whatever that was, but it's just something on the computer. I thought this episode was pretty good this week. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, going into the episode, you had three big things going into this episode. You had the guy on the radio from last week. He was trying to get through to the radio. You had Carol say that she killed David and Karen. Then you had Tyrese's new character developed. He has this mad character now. So yeah, the three things going into this episode, which was, good. I thought going into this episode, I thought this episode was okay. I had some big expectations for this episode, but not really. So this episode starts off with Lizzie talking to Carol, which is one of the kids. Lizzie is. She says that she talks to Carol. Carol says that she's going on this run with Rick later, and she says that she said that they have lost. What? She said that she needs to be strong or something like that. I don't know what it is. They said that they lost their. Oh yeah, they said that lost their lives. I don't know what the hell they. What did I just say? I don't know what I put there. But but the main reason is that she tells Lizzie that she's gonna go on this run with Rick and get some supplies. Then we see Rick have these visions. He walks to these beds where Karen and David have, where they've been killed. He has these visions of Carol killing them, and she cannot kill people. She goes ugh like that. She has no effort in killing anybody. Goes ugh like that. Like really. No wonder I don't like Carol, but anyway, there you go. And then Mark tells Tyrese that they need to get a car. Then we see Carol and Rick. They go on the run. They're in this car. Rick's still mad at Carol because of she killed David and Karen, so they don't talk on the way there. Then we see Rick tells Carol to look in all the empty houses for any supplies, because they go to this empty neighborhood in this town. I forgot what the town name was. They mentioned it in the episode. I forgot to mention it. So I forgot to write it down. But yeah, they go to this empty neighborhood. They want to They want to empty all of the houses for any supplies or anything like that. So. Then we see Daryl and the rest of the group. They go to find a battery. They go to this garage, this big building. I think it was like an office kind of thing, or a gas station kind of thing. So they try to find a battery in there, but it's full of leaves and stuff. So they're trying to chop the leaves down. Then they see some walkers. So they kill the walkers. Then they go into the oh yeah, that's the next scene. Sorry. So then they kill the walkers who was near the gas station to find a battery. Then we see yeah, that's the one. Oh yeah, yeah, the walkers get killed. Then, like I said, then Carol and Rick. Then we see Carol and Rick empty the houses. Then we see, Carol and Rick are in the house. They hear these noises, like they upstairs. They think it's like the walkers, but one of them is a walker. They fall downstairs trying to attack Carol. But why would Rick save Carol after she killed David and Karen? Like really, why would you trust this woman? Like I don't get. Why would you like to trust Carol when she killed two freaking people on your last episode? Really? Like, what the fuck was this? Like, really? But anyway, so the walker who was in the house gets killed, but they hear another noise, and it's these two people, it's a girl and this woman and this man. Well, I mean, there's these two people, so say sorry. Then, Carol fixes the guy who they saw in the house, what they're in now. They fix his arm because it's broken or something like that. Then the two people who they saw in the house, they asked them to can they join the group. They said that they're gonna get some apples and stuff like that to help the group. Then we see Daryl and Mark. They're looking for this battery. They get this battery. Then they get some other supplies. Then Tyrese talks to this this whole girl. He says that she's still mad. He asked this girl. He asked this woman. Is she still mad with the governor? She says yes. So I don't know. I hope they bring that. I hope they bring back the governor in some kind of way. I don't know how they're gonna bring it back, but hopefully they bring it back though. Then we see Daryl. Daryl asks Mark about his old group. He says that he was the last one. He said that all the walkers killed his old group. He said that he's the last one remaining. Then Daryl gets the car started. Then Carl starts freaking out because he hasn't said nothing about Carol killing David and Karen. Then she says that Rick's a good leader. She just says he's a good leader and stuff of the group. Then Daryl and the rest of the group go to this college. They finally make it to the college. Remember last week they didn't make it to the college. Then we see Rick and Carol. They see this trail of blood. Then it's that girl they saw in the house before. So they see this trail of blood. They see these apples all over the floor, all smashed. Then they open this gate. They see these walkers chewing her stomach. So that means she's killed. But they're waiting for that other guy who was with that girl in the house. He said, but he never came back. Then we see Daryl and the rest of the group to fight off these walkers. Then Daryl, so then Mark's bag. Mark after this, Daryl and the rest of the group, they fight the walkers. Then they run out of the college. Then they're on the roof still, but they cannot get down because there's still walkers there. So what happens is Mark, he dives and nearly falls off the roof, nearly killing himself. Then one of the walkers tries to get his bag, tries to pull him over to get his bag. Then but Daryl and the rest of the group, they save Mark. Then they see this whiskey in Mark's bag. Then Daryl starts fighting with him. I don't know why, but whatever. Then at the end, Rick tells Carol that it's too risky for her to be in the group. He says that she's out of the group. And then she says, "Oh, what about the two girls? Are they gonna survive and stuff?" And he says, "Yeah, he said that him and the rest of the group will take care of them." And I'm glad that Rick is kicking Carol out of the group. I did say in my last week's Walking Dead review that Rick needed to do this. So I'm glad that they listened to me last week. And you know, I'm glad that he's kicked out of the group now, because imagine what she could do. She could kill Daryl, she could kill Rick, Carl, Herschel. I mean, she's already killed Karen and David, so I'm glad that Rick kicked her out of the group. Then at the end we see Rick driving back to the prison. And that was it. That was the end of the episode. So that's my review of The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 4. What do you guys think about this episode? Leave your thoughts in the what do you guys think about this episode? Leave a comment in the comment section below, guys. And thanks for watching, guys. Brag out.